Today we're going to the Warren City Police Department in Florida to try to get an update that a lot of people are asking for, and in my opinion is long overdue. See the links in a pinned comment if you're not already up to speed on what's going on here. But there have been a lot of recent issues at this department and few developments. We showed you recently that Kyle, former Officer Kyle now, abruptly quit without notice. But in my opinion, Shadrach King is a more serious issue. On December 11th, we officially filed a written complaint, but the department's administration was made aware of this incident and these issues prior to that. I filed this complaint after my own investigation revealed that Shadrach is misusing department databases to obtain personal information on private citizens, and then also publishing that information that he obtains in these databases that he only has access to because of his position with the police department. Submitted with the complaint was extensive evidence proving that he did in fact do what we say he did. So we're in here today to try to get some update because we've had no updates whatsoever. Now, many in this department are very reluctant or flat out refuse to speak to citizens on camera, which some say is very telling. This internal investigation has been going on for over 2 months, and it's very simple. All the investigating's already been done. You think if that was a citizen and not a cop as a subject of this investigation that it would take so long? And with so much evidence that they were already provided, what could be taking so long?
Still working on it.
Still, who is Dagley?
Detective Dagley, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Does she want to talk to me? Probably not.
I don't know. I don't know because I just went in there and asked her where it was, and she's like, I'm still working on it.
Is she able to talk to me for a minute?
I'll see.
All right. So the front desk person here at this department is often forced to be the middleman when administration or whoever it may be in the back doesn't want to talk to somebody on camera. They just tell her to send a message. And today, the message that was sent to the person listed as the victim in an investigation was still working on it. Now, this is a serious issue that could be a great danger to the public. This is not something that I take lightly, and any department should take these things very seriously. Imagine a department being given so much information and so much safety concern expressed by the community over a certain officer, and they don't take it seriously and they don't do anything. And then imagine a scenario where that cop does something that makes national news. Whoa, that wouldn't go too well. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but this is how they have to look at things like this, and they should take it seriously. What they often do here at this department is they'll say, oh, hey, you're welcome to come back here and talk, but I either can't or won't come to the front lobby, the public area, and talk. Why? Because they don't allow anybody to record in the back, which means they're saying, hey, we will only talk to you off camera. Now, I'm not trimming this little bit out here, and I'm using this time to talk about the scenario for a reason. Now, Investigator Dagley, who she is speaking to ask her if she will come talk to me, is just around the corner from that window. And pay attention to this little wall right here, that little doorway. It's going to be comical in a minute. So just going around the corner to say, hey, will you talk to the citizen? But what conversation do you suppose is going on? Now, I fully expect her to say no, she's too busy, which is the usual response, or something similar to that at least. But what's going to happen, she's going to say she can't come out to the front. Just too busy, I suppose. But she's not too busy for me to go back there. And that little wall that I pointed out to you, well, Investigator Dagley is going to be hiding behind that little wall, that doorway, as her message is delivered to me via the middleman, middlewoman, whatever. And when she realizes that what's going to take place here is the middleman, by her own doing, Dagley's own doing, is going to be sending messages back and forth between Dagley and myself to try to get the simple answers I'm seeking. And she's going to come out very reluctantly, and she cannot wait to get away.
Did you come in and talk to her, but she can't come out and talk at the moment?
I can come in and talk, but she can't come out and talk. All right, so I just have to say I'm not recording and then go back there? Do what?
You can't record back here, you know that.
Well, I know that that's what they say, and I know that's why she doesn't want to come out and talk. I'm just trying to find out, I don't know,
She's in between doing all of her other cases. She's trying to get that investigation.
Right, yeah, and I mean, it's unfortunate that you're always the middle person. I don't intend to make you the messenger or the middle person, but I'm just trying to find out, it's a David investigation. It's, why did you do this? And it's simple, right? And it was months ago. So I'm trying to find out, when can we expect to wrap this up? Are they taking it seriously?
I think she's almost done with it.
Okay. All right. Well, I assume she'll answer the phone, though, right?
Should?
I know she won't talk on camera. I already know that. That's what I expect. Hey.
I'm typing everything up.
Okay.
I know I recently spoke to you on the phone
Right.
a couple weeks ago about that.
Yeah.
Everything is still open. I'm still investigating it. I'm almost done with everything. I just need you guys to bear with me a little bit more. It's been a little hectic here trying to get stuff done.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily just you. It's just, from our perspective, from this side, it was 3 months ago, and it's a simple thing. Like, hey, did you do this? Why? Yeah, I did. I shouldn't have, or whatever.
Now, I understand you guys are wanting it done quick. Unfortunately, I do have 180 days to complete this. Okay. So
No, I get that. Right, I get that. It's just I've seen David misuse of investigations before, and they were wrapped up really quick
Okay.
because there's just.
I wear many hats. I'm not only.
Oh no, yeah, I get it. I know, like I said, it's.
You guys just bear with me a little bit more. I'm almost done with everything, and then once I'm done with everything, I'll let you guys know. Okay.
And what all has to be looked into for something like that? Is it more than just asking him, did he do it and why?
There's well more than that comes to an investigation. You know that.
An investigation, right? But this is just kind of like misuse of a database, and it's comes down to.
It's still an open investigation, and I've been investigating it. And what I have found so far is what I'm typing up. And once I have everything done, you guys will be made aware of it. Okay.
Okay, and then do you know how far we are into those 180 days so far? What, like 90?
Honestly, I couldn't quote an exact end.
We're just hoping, honestly, that it's being taken seriously. It's not.
It is being taken seriously. You know that. I know you talked to me a couple weeks ago, and you were asking if the investigation was still open. It's still an open investigation.
Right, on your part. I mean, in general, because I think it's like, people are complaining or whatever. I don't take this lightly. I think it's a big deal. And it's supposed to be a big deal. I know it's usually not, but I know it's supposed to be. But I get the impression from people I've talked to here before about it, just kind of like, it is what it is.
I can't speak for other people, but I can tell you that I've taken it seriously and I'm investigating it and still investigating it. So once it's completed, you will be made aware. And that's it.
Okay, and that's the thing too, because I don't know. I know I was listed as a victim, but I haven't heard anything other than when you asked if I would come in and talk to you.
Yep. Like I said,
I've not heard anything.
I'm still investigating it, and once it's done, we'll let you guys know, okay?
So no time frame we should look forward
No
to.
time frame for you right now, okay?
Okay.
I can't quote exact dates right now off the top of my head, because if I would do that, then I might tell you something incorrect, and I don't want to give you incorrect information, okay?
Some people are worried that they're just trying to find a reason to justify it. That's not the case, right?
Well, I'm sorry that you're hearing stuff like that, alright?
That wouldn't be the case, though, right?
And she couldn't get away from me fast enough. So, I mean, we already know how this is going to play out. Let me know what you think. Like she said, she pointed out she's got 180 days by law. And she provided no new information and just repeated the same thing she said 4 weeks ago on the phone. And I've got that conversation too. If you'd like to hear it, I can play it. But let me ask you this. Do you think they'd do all this and take so long for a citizen, for you or me? What do you suppose is more important, the people or the blue line? And honestly, this department probably can't afford to lose any more officers. That might be the way they're looking at it. Some are quitting, being arrested, fired, whatever. They might want to keep whatever they can, even if it's a bad one. It's a dangerous gamble. Let me know what you think and stay tuned. This is not my issue. It's the people's issue. You'll hear about it as soon as I do. Twisted luck. I'll see you soon.